Hello, my loves, and welcome to the Almost Personal reading. If you are relatively new to my channel, you probably don't know that when I first started this channel many years ago, I started out with doing these kind of readings where it's not pick a card. This is your reading. So if you were guided towards this video today, that means that Spirit has messages for you that you need to know about this special person in your life and this connection. So what this means is that we are going to ask Spirit 5 questions on your behalf about you and your person. Each of those questions will be time-stamped in the box below. And what I like about these readings, and I call them vintage live tarot because this is how I used to do them before I started the pick a card readings, and I still get so many people asking me for this particular reading, the almost personal reading, because it actually goes more in depth into the energies than a regular pick a card. The only thing that you have to kind of mentally and energetically understand is that this is the reading. Okay, so take a deep breath, feel the connection between you and Spirit, and feel that Spirit is answering your questions about your special person, whether they're your twin flame, soulmate, beloved, specific person. So before we get started, let me just remind you that this is a general reading. Not everything may resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. But if you're at that place where you really want to get specific guidance on what is going on between you and your person, then I recommend that you do the live reading experience with me. I'm one of the few people who offers this because I so believe in the power of live readings. I love seeing you on video call, and it is truly a transformational session when you can ask Spirit all of your questions about this person and this connection right there in real time. We are also able to video record it so that you can watch it indefinitely, and you would also be very surprised by how much you'll learn when you watch it multiple times. So that's one option. The other option is just a pre-recorded video reading. So if you go to livetarot.com/readings, you can see my entire menu right there. Okay, so what I've done is to pre-shuffle all of my decks, except for these 2, which I will be shuffling in front of you as I connect to your energies with this person today. Okay, and let's start now with our first question. On your behalf, for you and your person, for Spirit. So, Spirit, can you please tell us, what is your love's current energy? What is your love's current energy, and where are they in their life's journey at the moment? So we have Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Three of Wands. We have a lot of Wands energy coming through. And the Hermit. What is this person, your person's current energy? Escaping. Where are they in their life's journey? Okay. So we are getting a beautiful Ace of Pentacles here as the central energy between you and your person, and as well as in their energy towards their life journey right now. So this person definitely, your person definitely has a desire for a reset in life, okay? They might be coming to the end of a particular cycle, and they're feeling that urgency to step up, okay? But there's also a part of them that is resisting it, or that is delaying that kind of leveling up energy, because we have the Hermit and the Three of Wands here as well, okay? So there's a delay because they seem to be a little bit hiding out from themselves and the world. And I feel like this energy right here, the Knight of Wands with the Queen of Wands, is how they are showing up here with you. I almost feel like there's two sides to this coin. Yes, they want this beautiful Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning. This is where they're at right now in their energy. And then this is where their energy towards you is manifesting. Because they feel like here you are with the Queen of Wands energy, here they are with the Knight of Wands energy. There is a gap. You know, they tend to be more of this very vibrant energy. Both of you are, because you're both coming through as one. So very vibrant energy, very electric energy between the two of you, and also within your own personalities. But this person seems to be a little bit more unsteady than you are. So in their life, they tend to be kind of like in and out, off and on. When they're on, it's great. When they're off, it's not so great. So a little bit more of this extreme back and forth kind of energy. And the reason for that is because they tend to have a bit of an escapist, avoiding, blocking, pushing away kind of mentality, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if for some of you, this person does have a bit of an avoidant attachment style. It doesn't have to be severe, or it could be, it just depends. It's a spectrum, right? But this person tends to avoid beginnings because they require a lot of work and effort, right? To have a new beginning, even though they want this Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like this person right now, in their overall energy, is they're kind of in that liminal space. They're in that in-between space where their soul, their spirit really wants to move forward, really wants to open up to accepting and receiving intimacy and love, okay? And here is the issue. I feel like this makes a lot of sense right here. When somebody is more avoidant and tends to escape or run away and has a hard time receiving love and support because they have difficulty letting people in, letting people come close to them, then that is why it's also hard for them to kind of embrace a new emotional beginning, because they are so used to kind of being set in their ways. In those ways, the way that they are, the way that they may resist doing something different, being with someone new, even if it's somebody that they are really into, which I think they really are into you. Although for some of you, this could be either a newer relationship or relatively newer. It takes this person a long amount of time. Three of Wands. They tend to delay their own gratification or their own pleasure or their own connection to you, or to even people in general, okay? And that is why they're coming across as the Hermit's energy as well, right? To me, this is also reflective of somebody who tends to avoid, who tends to kind of want to be on their own, or goes into solitude when emotions are overwhelming. So this person definitely feels overwhelming emotions. It's not that they're not emotional. They do feel it. They feel it very deeply, but that's probably why they tend to sometimes run from it or avoid those emotions, or delay. Three of Wands, delay that and go into a bit of a hermit mode in order to regulate, to self-regulate. And the reason for that is because I think they definitely struggle with their own self-worth. They struggle with their own self-esteem, okay? And they know that it's time for them to make better choices. It's time for them, this is very much like the Fool's energy with the free will. It's time for them to step into something bigger, step into something better. But they have to make that leap in life. And that's why I said I feel like this person is a bit right now in a liminal kind of a space, right? Where it's like there could be the end of a cycle, they could be coming to an end of a cycle, but the issue is, even though they deeply desire this Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning, they are afraid to make that leap. They're afraid to make that jump, to make the choice to step into a higher version of themselves and their life. But they also know that that's where you are. So then let's see, how do they feel about you? Spirit, how does this person deeply feel about you and this connection? Four of Wands. Two of Pentacles. Three of Swords. King of Pentacles. The Devil. Interesting. How does this person deeply feel about you? Soulmate. Wow, beautiful. Chasing. Purity. How does this person deeply feel about you? Okay, so yeah, there is some really beautiful energy here. Look at this. Five of Wands and Soulmate. Sorry, I think I said Four of Wands before. Yeah, so you are their soulmate, but there's some sort of Five of Wands conflict around that for them. They're internally and possibly even externally conflicted. For some of you, I feel like this person may be in some sort of a third-party situation. That doesn't, take it as it resonates. That's not for everybody, because we are getting this Three of Swords as well as the Devil. So it's like for some of you, this person is deeply attracted to you, deeply wanting you, sees and feels a very deep connection with you, but maybe King of Pentacles might be in some other situation where you become the temptation, okay, the devil. That their love for you becomes a temptation because they're still assigned to some sort of a role here, okay, with this King of Pentacles. So there is definite heartbreak around this connection. But even if this doesn't have to be a third-party situation, I feel like this person has some sort of Two of Pentacles, some sort of decisions that need to be made in their life that might even be a bit of a mystery to you, like they haven't fully told you, okay? They might have some sort of constraints, duties, obligations, things going on in their life, in their emotional world, as well as in their outside world. Okay, there might be some details about their life that you don't know completely yet because they're either too embarrassed to say, or they want you to see them in a particular way. See, we have this Purity card. I feel like whether or not this is a third party, and like I said, and I say always, third party means anything, including a romantic third party, that is blocking or delaying this relationship or making this person feel like they cannot approach you clean and pure because they have issues or things that are blocking whether it's long distance, whether it's family, whether it's finances. It could be anything. But I feel like this person, there's something within them that feels like they cannot show up for you clean. Like they bring baggage with them, baggage that you should not have to deal with. Okay? So there's a part of them that, because they feel so deeply connected to you, because they feel so attracted to you, and I think they are falling in love with you if they haven't already fallen in love with you, they want to just chase you down. There's a part of them that just wants to pursue you. And then there's another part of them that stays away. Five of Wands. And that's their conflict. Because if they were to just follow their heart, completely follow their heart, they would chase you. As in, they would absolutely choose you. There would be no contest between you and anything or anyone else, okay? But the conflict is that they are not either free or allowing themselves to be free enough to pursue you, because they feel that they bring this baggage. It's not pure, it's not right. If they cannot fully give to you what you deserve, they should not pursue you. So right now, I feel like this person is definitely in a state of heartbreak, Three of Swords, with the Two of Pentacles, because they know that they would have to make some major choices here. They would have to make major choices in order to come forward. There are things that need to be decided. There are things that need to be done. But they are so tempted, you know, like you are constantly in their mind. I wouldn't be surprised if they are obsessively, constantly thinking of you, fantasizing, thinking, you know, feeling very alone. Okay. Even if they're in some sort of a third party situation, whether it's a living situation, a committed relationship, whatever it is, they still feel completely alone in that dynamic. Okay. They may seem like they're not alone. They may seem like they're whatever with somebody else or whatever, but essentially they are very alone. And so in those moments where they're always alone, they are constantly thinking of you, right? But they know that it doesn't matter that they're constantly thinking of you, that you are a temptation for them, that you actually present a new life, a new opportunity for living differently, for living better. But with this King of Pentacles, they're asking themselves, like, would I be able to show up and be that stable person that you deserve? So it's a choice. Two of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. They don't want to chase you, show up for you, like, again, without being pure, without being consistent, without giving you something real. They don't want to show up and then have to run away again, because Five of Wands, because it creates some sort of conflict in their life, which makes them not be able to stay. If they come to you, they want to stay forever. They don't want to just come to you and then have to go back again, because it creates some sort of a conflict in their life. And then it would make them look really bad to come to you and then run off again. So then let's go deeper. What issues or shadows are blocking or delaying this union? Surrender to what is. Surrender your need to always be right. Surrender to trust. What issues or shadows are blocking or delaying this union? Memories. Balance. Unawakened. Okay. So this person is definitely struggling with whatever is holding them down in their current situation. Okay. There's something here where if they are in some sort of a third party, then they are struggling with that situation as it is, like their current life situation. Because even if they're unhappy in that situation, they are tangled into it, emotionally entangled through either like time and memories that have been built, where they don't want to hurt the other person, or they feel guilty for leaving the other person, okay? Because it's not about love, it's more about nostalgia or duties or obligations or responsibilities that they took on a long time ago before they met you, okay? And if this isn't, it doesn't have to be third party. It doesn't even have to be romantic. There's also some sense of whatever their life situation is right now, even if it's not because they are partnered with somebody else, there's still certain memories or obligations that are either tied to family or family responsibilities or something that has to do with even bad memories from the past, okay? I feel like this person definitely has things from their past that still haunt them, okay? And that contribute to how they see themselves and how they want to move forward in life, okay? So I'm getting two energies from this. For some of you, it is definitely a third party. For others of you, it's just this person's traumas from the past that they haven't healed or they haven't gotten over yet. And that's why they're coming across as somebody who needs balance. Like they don't have it right now. They don't feel very balanced in their life. They also, I think it's also part of it is their ego, right? Their need to be right. And I feel like part of this issue has to do with if this person knows that they have trauma from the past, if they know that they've had a tough childhood, or, you know, they've suffered from, you know, feeling betrayed, lack of trust. I wouldn't be surprised because we're getting the trust issue here. So maybe they've been betrayed in past relationships. There's something in them that is still out of balance because they have not healed whatever those past traumas are. And part of their need to be right, to always be right, is them saying, oh, I'm fine. Okay, so this person deep down inside knows that they're holding on to trauma, that it's affecting their relationship with you, and it's affecting them to be able to fully show up with you and for you. But they also want to feel like they are right in saying, oh, I'm fine. I've already dealt with it. It's not a big deal, right? Like they might be resisting the healing and what needs to happen for them to become more whole and more balanced. But because they're holding on to this need to be right, they're out of balance. And that is why they're also coming out in the energy of being unawakened, because they don't want to acknowledge that they have not healed. They don't want to acknowledge that those wounds are still there within them. So, and the way those wounds are manifesting or showing up within this person is through their lack of trust. So you may have noticed that this person has a hard time trusting people. They may even have a hard time trusting love, right? So I feel like that's where they're unawakened, because they're not able to see that they don't fully open up, trust, and give of themselves completely to you or to probably other people as well. And this to me comes back to the avoidant attachment style, right? To me, all of this points to them being a little avoidant because they don't trust anybody easily. They don't bring down the walls easily, but they at the same time say, I don't need counseling, I don't need therapy, I'm fine as I am. So there's a resistance to that growth. There's a resistance to doing what needs to be done to come into balance and to have a healthy relationship with you. So they remain kind of unawakened to that possibility, unfortunately. So when they get over this, that's when things can get really good between the two of you. So in this immediate future, Spirit, what action does this person wish to take towards you? Two of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Oh, good. We have a lot of decision making coming through here. The Empress. Beautiful. Wow. Four of Wands. I love this. What action does this person wish to take? Beautiful. What action do they wish to take? I love that. Yes. Sun's energy. Wow. Okay. So this is beautiful. I feel like this person, their desire to be with you and to commit to you and to move forward with you, this is wonderful, is greater than their desire to run. Okay? Because we're getting so much positive energy here. Two of Swords, Two of Wands. Look at this. They want to make a decision. Twice, Two of Wands. They want to take action. This is about making the decision in their mind. Two of Swords and Two of Wands, making the decision and taking action on that decision. So this person is coming into alignment with what they truly want. And look at how beautiful this is. What do they want? The Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands. Oh my gosh. So this is about commitment. Okay, this is about coming out into the open and making the relationship public in front of friends and family. Okay, look at this. This is about moving forward and making the public commitment to being together. We are together. We are united in front of our friends and our family, and we are celebrating our relationship. They do not want to run anymore. If they've been running so far, it's time for them to release. They're releasing that energy of running and now embracing this connection with a big yes. I love it. With a big yes. And to me, the summer is the energy of the sun. It's the same as the sun card. So there's so much positivity here. I love this. We have the sun, we have the yes, we have the release, the running. No more running from this connection. There's bravery here. There's decision making here. And for those of you who might be in that place in life with the Empress where you want to have a child or you want to start a family, this person wants that too. This is wife, partner, and mother energy right here, combined. This is stability. This is creativity. This is abundance. This is creating a beautiful life, creating life together. Wow, this is so beautiful. So I feel like this person, if they've been struggling with their avoidance, they've been struggling with running from themselves, they're not running from you. They've been running from their own issues, right? But oftentimes there comes a time in somebody's life where they finally meet the person who makes them want to stop running. And I feel like that is you. You are the person that makes this person want to stop running, want to release running. No more. No more running. They want to release all the things that have been holding them back because they finally found their person. And that person is you. Wow, this is so beautiful. So let's get Spirit's final advice for you. Be real. However that works in your life, however which way you want to apply it to your life, be real. Okay. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the decks that I have created and used in this reading. Twin Flame Oracle is this one right here that I used. Everything is at livetarot.com. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe and give this video a like. I hope you liked this Live Tarot vintage reading. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all on the next one.